Yo, what's good, people? You know who it is. It's your boy Hustler88. Welcome to the channel. I know it's been a minute, but it is what it is. I have been posting videos in a minute, but I mean, it's been quite some time. But anyway, what I want to talk about is the PlayStation Experience 2016. Man, with the conference, I was just so ecstatic with the conference. It may be some cons here now and then, but other than that, with the press conference, hands down, that's like one of the bestest ones. Like they just show gameplay after gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. Although they showed some gameplay, there was some that was not interested, something that was never intrigued, and you had some games that really like awed me to want to get this game. Like hands down, like at the end, like they gave us like a big surprise. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I know I'm kind of late making this review. But first of all, I'm gonna give you a list of games that they showed at the PlayStation Experience 2016. I didn't write all the games because some of the games was never like compelled me to want to talk about it. But like in the middle of the game that they showed at the PlayStation Experience, I just got really bored. It got to the point where it was like sleep. I was just sleep. I almost like fall asleep watching the conference at the middle of it because it was just like, where's Sony's going towards? What's the direction they're going to after? But anyway, the first game that they showed was Uncharted 4: The Lost Legacy. Man, I thought at first that when I first saw the gameplay, I saw like, okay, maybe it's gonna make another Assassin's Creed or another Persian. But actually, at the end, they showed like two protagonists in the game. I think it's supposed to be a part of the DLC. I don't know when it's supposed to come out. They're probably supposed to come out next year. But with the graphics, oh my god, like graphics, animation. I mean, the graphics is just so like everything is just so detailed. The pixels, like every like their interaction of the game. I mean, you can tell like the game is just so realistic in terms of the cities, the lightning towards the game. I mean, the list goes on, but dag, bro, I'm saying to myself, but I thought they was gonna make another IP, but actually this is a part of the Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy. I don't know, cause I'm getting tired of playing Drake. It's time for me to play something new. I'm definitely getting this DLC. It's supposed to be a DLC, but I don't know when it's supposed to come out. Hopefully it'll come out probably early 2017. I know it's gonna come out early 2017. And the combat, the melee, you can tell pretty much they twist it up a bit with the melee and the covering mechanics. But graphics, gameplay, my goodness, holy smokes. If you hating on this game, if you hate Uncharted, I thought like Uncharted was supposed to be the game of the year, but unfortunately it's not. Overwatch was. I mean, I knew they was gonna make that the game of the year, but Overwatch is like, people been talking about the Overwatch. I haven't got like into it. I was never interested in it, but I gotta really look into it just to get a feel of it. Then they shared, Capcom Marvel Infinite. When I saw that gameplay, I'm saying to myself, why I'm not buying this game? I haven't played Capcom and Marvel before, any fighting games, any sequels whatsoever. I played Mortal Kombat X. I played DC Comics. I played that, but and some other, I think it was Marvel versus DC Comics. But anyway, that game is pretty much similar to that, and I think they added more similarities towards Mortal Kombat X, but it's more like animated, more cartoonish. type of game. But that I hope they bring out some more gameplay. Maybe I haven't, seen the second part of the PlayStation experience, because I think they had a conference where they pretty much have different, leaders that develop different games to interview them about certain aspects of the game, like what to expect when they pick it up, etc. But then they have Capcom and Marvel 3. I think that's out now. I don't know. I think it's at the PSN store or the Xbox One store. But anyway, I think that's out now. I need to try it out. I need to really get a feel of it so I can really get an insight of what the game is about. I know I'm not going to be disappointed playing this game. Then you have Destiny, the Dawning. I think they added like new elements to the stories now. I mean, I had never gotten. I got the game, but I really haven't played Destiny in a minute. It's been a while. I had that for like 2 years ago, but I mean, Destiny, like that's like a good game. It's a fun game, but if you're playing it by yourself, it's not really fun. It's not. You're not gonna have that best experience whatsoever playing it. But you gotta have it with you gotta play it with your friends. Pretty much, you really gotta have friends or one of your friends on the PSN or the Xbox One to play with you. It makes it much funner, makes it much enthusiastic when playing it. And then you got Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Wow. Graphically, I mean, if you played the first one, you can really tell the difference. I played the demo, but I haven't even played, like, had the full game at all. I haven't had the full experience. I had like a snippet of it, but with it coming out on the new consoles, which is the PS4 and the Xbox One. I know not coming out on the Xbox One. It's only for the PS4 exclusives. But with the graphics, like I could tell, like they enhance everything with the animation, like the structure of the game. Like you can tell, like they added like a higher definition. Like now it's just everything is in detail. The barriers, the ground. I mean, the buildings that's surrounding it. I mean, Crash Bandicoot, like they enhanced his body, his structure to a more detailed type of structure in this game. But man, I'm like, wow, like something told me I have to get this game like day one when it comes out. I don't know how IGN or other gaming websites is going to review it, but actually I gotta really get an in-depth research on this, because I mean, I looked at the gameplay. I am so ecstatic to what I saw with the graphics. But let's get into something else. Resident Evil Biohazard. But Resident Evil. Wow. Gameplay wise, you can tell like they enhance it. I think it was out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, but I think they enhanced the graphics because it's on the new console, which is the PS. Well, it's not. It's sort of old, but now they got the PlayStation Pro. Now, if you got the PlayStation Pro, it's gonna enhance to a better, demographic type of graphics in terms of the animation, in terms of the lighting, the pixels. But based on the gameplay, you can tell you're gonna be really paranoid. You're gonna be really scared when you play this game. Like it's just actually real type of gameplay. It's like when you go to sleep and then when you play it, and then by the time you wake up, you be so paranoid to the point where it's like you can't get out of the house. That's the way the game is. I'm definitely gotta check that out. Like they brought some banging games. Like they brought out like a big bang in terms of releasing certain games that's coming out next year. Then you got, let's see, Ace Combat 7. I don't really care about that. Then you got Last Guardian. It's so many good reviews on The Last Guardian. I really have to check that out because The Last Guardian was in development for so long to the point where it's like, wow, you're actually going against these giants and you're trying to escape some type of area within that island. But the game seems very enthusiastic in terms of the story driven game. I mean, I haven't played the whole game, but actually with The Last Guardian, I definitely have to check that out. I think it's out now, but I mean, there's some pros and cons based on what I heard, but this game, hands down, like, it's so much detail. I mean, it may not be like realistic, but it's more animated, and it best fit the description of what the game is about. Then you got I'm bear with me because I have written everything down on my cell phone, but I got Parapapa the Rapper. I think that's how you pronounce it, Parapapa the Rapper. But anyway, not really interested in that. Knack 2, Gravity. You got Knack 2. Then you got Gravity Rush 2, The Arc of the Time, Raven's Choice. Gravity, I didn't really care about that. The Ravens of the Choice, I don't really. Knack 2, like, wow, Knack 2, they stepped it up a notch with the gameplay. I think they added new elements. Now you can play with 2 people now with the game. I haven't played Knack before. I have to really check that. Excuse me. I really have to check that out to get a feel of what the game is about. But then you got, like I was saying earlier, like in the middle of it, like I just got too bored watching it until it got to the end. Then you got Neo no Noni, I think 2. Really didn't care about that at all. I think it's like some type of anime type of game, but I didn't really care too much. I don't really get into like anime type of games like that. I mean, it's certain aspects. If it's good, if the story is good, if the gameplay is good, then I'll probably try it out. Then you got Horizon Zero Dawn. Wow, like it's supposed to come out like early 2017. Like I am really ecstatic to this game pretty much. I think Horizon Zero Dawn is just pretty much like they added like realistic elements in terms of combat, weaponry. I mean, the whole nine. I mean, the gameplay of itself is just so ecstatic. I don't know what to expect when I pick this up. I know it's gonna be the best exclusive. PS4, hands down. Like in terms of exclusivity, like hands down, like they have the best exclusives at all times. Like in terms of that IPs, like they make the best ones because they want to make sure that the consumers are really surprised of what they see, and when they be surprised, they're gonna want to pick it up and say like, wow, I like this game. Like I have to go out and purchase this game. I want to figure out what this game is about. And you want to do your research. You want to like really get an infill of what's going on within the game. You want to know about the protagonist. You want to know about the antagonist. I mean, the list goes on. Then you got, give me 1 minute. Then you got, then the last one that they showed was The Last of Us Part 2. When they showed that, I'm saying to myself, wow, like, they did not have to do it. I thought they was never gonna release Last of Us. I knew, like, day one, I said to myself, like, they're gonna release a Last of Us because it's not the end of the sequel. Like the game, the first one, because I played the first one. Like the first one, like the game of itself was just so astounding with the story, the gameplay, the graphics with the PS3. I mean, you had to pick it up day one. And IGN and different media websites gave it a good score. Like they gave it like 9s. They gave it a like a 9.5. I mean, the whole 9. Like, wow, the gameplay of itself. And then they showed the trailer, and then they showed Ellie. Like this time, Ellie, you can tell based on her facial expression. You can tell, like, you can just tell her body movement. Like she's really like she don't really play in terms of survival. Like she's really serious. She wanna like when you look at her face, you can actually see the expression of her wanting to kill somebody like immediately. Like on the first one, Ellie was just like type of quiet type of person, was just a sweetheart. She was pretty much, she didn't want to kill nobody. She was really scared. She was really paranoid. But with this one, she's really like sophisticated in knowing what she want to do. And then we saw her father, which is Joel. I don't know if it's Joel, but Joel was talking to her while she was singing. And she was singing a song about her surviving and where she want to kill all these enemies, and she's trying to stay away from these enemies. So the only way she can stay away from these enemies, she's trying to kill her. And I can't really think of the song, but the song is really catchy. Like they really need to put that on the soundtrack when it comes out, like hands down. The Last of Us pretty much is not gonna come out next year. Like I guarantee you that right now. Like they say they did an early development right now, so they really gonna make sure every aspect of the game is gonna be perfect, flawless, just like Uncharted. Like Naughty Dogs, they do not play when it comes to their games. Like they want to make sure that they give out quality games, like really realistic type of feel in terms of the graphics, in terms of the gameplay, the multiplayer. The Last of Us, I was really astounded. Like I was really applied to what I saw. I was just really ecstatic, like at awe of what I purchased. Like I was never disappointed playing it. Like I really wanted to play it the second time. I brought it for the PS4, but I never got a chance to do it. I'd be so busy working. Like it got me to the point where I hate working. Like I really want to play the game every day, but nah, I can't do that because you know I have a busy life outside of gaming. You shouldn't be playing video games all day without doing anything else occupied. But yeah, just tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comment, subscribe. Please hit that bell button if you subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of my channels. If not, you're gonna not know if I uploaded a video or not. But please hit that notification button, that bell button. I think it should be right beside the subscribe button. Please hit that bell button so you can be notified of my videos, and tell a friend about my videos. Anybody that you don't know, just tell a friend about what I do best on my channel, because I bring out quality content. And give it a like. Please share this video if you can. See your friends, family, whoever you are. And I'm out. Deuces, peace, salute. God bless. And one more thing. If I was gonna rate the PlayStation experience, I would give it maybe an 8.5 out of 10. It's between 9 or 8.5 out of 10. I would have given it an 8.5 because without The Last of Us, I would have gave it probably a 7.5. But they brought out quality content, hands down. Like I was never disappointed with the conference at all. Microsoft, I think they really need to step their game up in terms of bringing out quality content. I mean, in terms of exclusive, I mean, I know they brought out like very good games like Gears of War 4 and Forza, I mean the whole 9, but in terms of PlayStation, like PlayStation hands down, like they are the king of exclusive, hands down. Like I'm gonna side with the PlayStation 4 no matter what. I own the Xbox One. I don't hate the Xbox One, but I have to give the PS4 the side. You know, I have to give them props because they own up. Like that's like one of my favorite consoles, hands down. Like they are a dominant team, like a dominant company to own the system by. And give it a like, and I'm out. Deuces, peace, salute. I know I'm taking a long time talking, but hey, it is what it is. Peace.